Seeing this design, do you think this is another brand that pays tribute to the Land Rover Defender? This is just copying a brand outright, but actually, look here. Freelander. This is actually the first concept car for the Freelander, the new brand from Chery and Land Rover. So this car is now called the Freelander Concept 97. In fact, it is a tribute to the Land Rover Freelander model that first appeared in 1997. Of course, today this model has become an independent brand. How did you feel when you first saw this car? In fact, my feeling is that this car really has a lot of shadows of the current Land Rover Defender. For example, this screen, this shape. What would it be like if I replaced its lights with those of a Land Rover Defender? Then we look at the side. The entire body, it actually has a double-layer design. Including this outer throwing wheel and including this ultra-short predecessor, is the design very similar. And the back of the car, it also has an outwardly protruding wheel hub. The body here also has a wide body design and the straight rear tail lines. Of course, if you replace the screen with lights, I would even think this Land Rover Defender is a new concept car. And of course, the design of the Freelander brand is actually dominated by Land Rover in the UK. So it took the elements that were so successful for the new Defender and put them on the new car. I think that's totally fine, and I actually saw a lot of different designs on this concept car. I wonder if these designs will appear in the production model. For example, this door handle. Seeing this, do you think this car should be a suicide door? And then there's this D-pillar, which is a beveled design. So you think, the Alpine window of the Land Rover Defender opens a window in this place. But this car, it has a window on this side, but it has a bigger window in the back. So do you think this third row can be more transparent? And then look at this rear window. It's not actually a piece of glass, it's a cloth shape. I see a tail window called Targa Semi-Convertible in the official introduction. Explain this place, can it be directly lowered and hidden inside, and then the back becomes a more open space? Since the styling is handled by the Land Rover team, then the hardware of this car is basically built by our Chinese Chery. It's not possible to have a LiDAR design on a concept car. But the production version of this car will be equipped with Huawei's 896-line LiDAR. So its auxiliary driving is Huawei's ADS 4.1, and this car is powered by a variety of options, such as pure electric, extended range, and plug-in hybrid. Let's take a look at the interior. This is so hard to see. The glass is too dark, but I can now see a general. In front of it is a relatively long through-type instrument screen. In the middle is the size of a central control screen, which does not look small. I really can't see anything else. However, the information we know now is that the cockpit chip of this car is Qualcomm's 8397, which has very powerful computing power. And I see that it has a 3-row seat design inside. The space of the third row seems quite large. So the question is, such a brand new car with regular Land Rover pedigree and China's new energy technology, what advantages can it have among so many new square box energy SUVs in China? And another thing, I really like the Land Rover Defender. So can this car be cheaper to fulfill my Land Rover dream?